All right. Are you ready, Donald?
Barry, don't make me play this map.
You're doing it.
No.
Come on, Donald.
I physically can't.
You have to muster up the strength to beat your enemies.
Enemies?
Yes, Joe. You.
What the hell do you mean, me?
At this point, it's obvious. You lost that Mario Party duel to Boo to weaken my judgment.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. Why else would I bring up your map?
Just play the damn map, Donald.
Why don't you play it, Barry? Get a taste of what I've been getting fucked with.
You know, Donald, I know it's not perfect, but would it kill you to be mindful of Joe's feelings?
Nah, don't worry about me. This is hilarious.
See what I tell you, Barry? This fucking guy, black to the fucking core.
People like seeing you play the map, Donald. If not for me, do it for them.
Christ, Barry.
You're halfway done. There's not a whole lot left.
I don't believe you.
There's a lot of exciting stuff up ahead, and you're really going to just back out? Well, dang, I guess I thought better of you.
Fine.
There you go.
Yeah, whatever. Joe, I'm going to give you so much shit this next election.
Yeah, you were going to do that anyway. Now go ahead and boot up the map.
All right, so where did we leave off at?
I went through a sky maze, a quote-unquote cave, and then a giant golden mansion with another maze.
Right, so with the antagonist losing supporters, he moves forward with his plan to destroy the protagonist's kingdom. As you step out into the balcony, you notice a fleet headed in the direction of the Queen. Worried, you manage to leap onto one of the airships and proceed onward.
Ooh, I had a feeling the story was going to get interesting when I saw these during the last part.
Okay, but Joe, will I be fighting enemies in this level?
Yep.
Really?
You bet. They're coming.
That statement just made me question your credibility.
Just keep moving and you'll find them, Donald.
All right. I must say, the more I go through this, the more I actually appreciate the concept you put together.
Wow, Joe, you got a compliment.
Boy got me blushing.
Take it easy, guys. I'm still anticipating some bullshit here.
Don't worry, this will be a nice level. The House of Glowing Gold was a classic, but this is one of the peak levels.
If you had to rate each level, where would this one fall?
I'd say this is my second favorite because the story and overall design.
And your first?
We haven't gotten there yet, but believe me, you'll know.
Where's the lever?
The what?
The lever, Joe. I can't find it.
Oh, why, it's right there in your inventory. Great job finding it, Donald.
You forgot it, didn't you?
Would you believe me if I said no?
No.
Then hey, good on you for thinking to grab that lever from the picture frame.
You're a fucking idiot, Joe.
Goodness, Joe, this is why playtesting your map is essential.
Play test, schmay test. Everything worked out.
So what kind of kingdom am I traveling to? Is it like medieval or perhaps something more advanced?
I envisioned something more medieval to stick with the theme of the map.
I'm curious, Joe, did you have any inspirations for this map?
When I was young, I was always fascinated by fantasy. Giant castles and magic with dragons.
Ooh, boy, imagine fighting a dragon here, eh, Barry?
Donald.
I know, that would be pretty intense, wouldn't it?
Totally intense. I couldn't imagine.
Oh, my God.
But how do you connect flying boats with a medieval concept?
Well, it was more than just fantasy that inspired me, Donald. Can you guys guess what this level is a reference to?
Honestly, it's giving me Mario 3 vibes.
Ding, ding, ding. Give this guy a cracker.
Oh, I see.
Cracker?
Well, that's pretty cool, Joe. I'm eager to see where this is going to go.
Looks like I made it. Still no enemy in sight.
You'll see him.
All right, let's see what kind of kingdom we're about to... Joe!
What now?
Another fucking village.
Oh, not again.
Fucking ridiculous of me to assume I'd see anything imaginative.
Just keep it moving, Donald.
Are you not seeing this, Barry?
Yes, I fucking see it, Donald. Just climb down so we can reach the end. Joe, I'll be honest, I was hoping for a bit more here.
Hey, man, I was on a time crunch.
What do you even mean? You said you got this done in about 6 months. Were you trying to meet a certain deadline?
There were other projects that required my attention. And I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but I'm the President of the United States. I got shit to do. Things that take me away from this computer which runs Minecraft beautifully.
Your point?
I got 4 years to make a map with one of the best goddamn PCs on the fucking planet. And I'll be damned if I don't make the most of it. So if that means I make a map that's a little rushed, then too bad, so fucking sad, Donald. At the end of the day, I did what I wanted to do, and that's all that fucking matters to me.
All right, I can get that. Just tell me what I need to do.
Go ahead and climb down the ladder. Once you're there, you'll need to platform over the lava lake.
Okay.
This village looks worse than the first one. What does the antagonist have against these people?
Seems like the guy is set on gaining control over the entire land.
An accurate assumption, Donald. The antagonist is an entity that has lived for many generations. The only thing that he has ever sought after was peace.
Peace?
Yes.
What type of peace is he looking for?
With him, it's either his way or the highway, if you know what I mean. He prefers an environment which is dark and quiet because that's what he grew up in. It's all he knows. And then, many generations prior to these events, a small bright hole had emerged, piercing the darkness of his humble domain. He and his people gazed into the light, trying to make out what it was, when out stepped a group of explorers. They stepped foot on his land, carefully examining the unfamiliar environments around them, when one of them saw one of his friends. Because the two were from a vastly different evolutionary chain, the explorers were immediately frightened. Their immediate response: violence.
Oh, no.
So what happened?
They attacked the antagonist's friend, nearly killing him before he stepped in. What followed was, go ahead and mind those blocks, Donald.
Okay.
Anyway, the antagonist for the first time felt something he had never felt prior. Both hostility and anxiety. High off of his emotions, he killed all but one of the explorers who managed to escape.
Jesus.
The one explorer would go on to tell the tale of a great beast that would one day break through the open gateway to destroy everything.
So this whole thing was caused by some sort of misunderstanding?
In a sense, because the explorers didn't take the time to understand who they were dealing with.
Right. And their reaction opened the antagonist up to a new realm contaminated by hatred. Or at least that's what he believed.
So what am I doing at this moment?
That key you found unlocks the gate to the Queen's mansion.
This is a mansion?
Yes, Donald, and I'm aware that it's a giant pink box. Got any jokes for that?
No, I mean, I could probably think of something. But I guess I'm more curious as to why she doesn't have a castle.
I envisioned this queen to have different tastes.
Interesting.
What's with all the animals?
The queen loves wildlife. When she heard that there was an attack, she helped her men gather all the village's animals together to hide out in her garden.
What about the people?
Lady literally jumped on helping the animals but said fuck them when it came to the people. Did you model her after yourself, Joe?
Haha, Donald. No, for your information, her people chose to stand their ground and fight against the enemy forces.
And how'd that work out for her?
Not very good, to be honest.
So now it is up to us to take a stand. Donald, we must see the Queen and put an end to this war.
Okay. You starting to get into this, Barry?
I mean, yeah, with lore like that, I'm starting to get a little pumped up.
That's the spirit, Barack. Donald, are you getting a little pumped as well?
I mean, on some level I am. But Joe, I'm sorry to beat a dead horse, but it's hard to get pumped for a war when I don't have enemies to fight.
The enemies are all around you, man. You gotta feel the energy from your surroundings.
What the fuck does that even mean? Do you expect me to start shadowboxing like this is some kind of Minecraft roleplay?
No, just continue progressing, Donald. Excitement awaits you.
For the love of God. Where the fuck is this queen? I swear this feels like another one of your mazes, Joe.
You probably need to find a key first.
You do need a key to access the tower, but not necessarily the queen.
Then where's the queen?
I mean, it's not fun if I just tell you everything, Donald.
If I know anything about what I've seen so far, Joe's probably hid the key behind some... It's too easy, honestly.
Okay, Donald.
Nice pool. It's almost a quarter of the size of my immaculate pool at Mar-a-Lago.
Donald, don't break the queen's pool.
It's fine, Joe. We'll call it a shortcut.
You're gonna make a mess.
Sure, the world's going to hell outside with the village burning to the ground, enemies flying around everywhere. But son of a bitch, there goes old Donnie poking holes in the queen's pool. Call the fucking militia.
On the topic of the Queen stuff, Joe, I got a question.
What's that?
Why is it that the mansion monster had an actual nice-looking house, whereas the Queen of the Flat World Kingdom has a big old box made of cloth blocks?
Barry, asking the real questions here.
You know, I actually don't have an answer for that.
He's dodging you, Barry. Just like one of his press conference questions.
That's not true. I just didn't really think about that when building the place.
That just seems kind of bizarre to me, considering this area is a major plot point.
It's pretty simple to understand, Barry. Joe here would rather give a literal monster a nicer home than a queen.
You better fucking stop that, Donald.
Stop what?
You're making it sound like I have something against women.
I mean, Joe, you're the one putting them in pretty pink boxes. If this were my map, this queen would be sitting comfortably in a palatial palace, let me tell you.
Oh, this fucking guy, man.
What's this?
A water slide.
Really?
Was that fun, Donald?
What the fuck do you think?
So after meeting the queen...
Who for some reason looked like two villagers crammed in a fence.
Yeah. So after meeting the queen, she shows us the way to the enemy region. She explains that within the Dark City stands the ancient gateway, which was opened by the explorers all those years ago. But before we head out to our next dangerous destination, we must save her from the next general who is leading this whole attack.
So again, Joe, with the dead horse here, you could have just used a game rule command to take care of potential mob spawning. Or hell, you could have left mob spawning on and instead turned off mob griefing.
At this point, I wish that mobs would spawn. I mean, seriously, I'm in the general's airship. You're telling me this guy has no guards or crewmates piloting the damn thing?
He does.
Oh, right, I have to use my imagination. How silly of me.
Joe, I really think it would have been a good idea to put in a mob spawner or something. I mean, think of how cool this part would be if you were to go up against a gang of skeletons or something.
True, this ship has claustrophobic hallways. This would be great for close encounter fights with zombies. And hell, the alternate paths would be great for shootouts with skeletons.
Noted. But still, I really hope the stuff that's to come will help you understand what I'm trying to build up here.
I mean, it really just had to be a bunch of ships that poured lava everywhere, huh?
I mean, I tried making them shoot TNT in the original build, but I couldn't get it to work, and it made them too destructive for the world.
I mean, having them create a literal path of destruction would have been nice.
Say what you want, I don't think my usage of lava was that excessive.
Jesus, Joe.
I rest my case. You literally have it scattered around this room and have the audacity to call it a watch your step challenge. A challenge, which by the way is another walkathon.
Whatever, Donald.
What's behind this door, I wonder? Could it be another simple boss?
After everything we just went through, I would hope not.
Don't worry, the airship assassin is no one to trifle with.
Is that right? Well then, let's find out.
You're fucking kidding me.
I mean, it's your boss, Joe. Plus, you're the one who gave me all these OP weapons.
He's got a point, Joe.
Yeah? Well, it's a good thing you won't know where to find the next bonus area.
What's that?
Nothing.
That's a pretty big fucking heap of nothing, Joe. Wait, is that the next bonus area?
No, it's literally nothing.
Then why is it connected to the next level?
Maybe it's part of it?
But then he wouldn't say it's nothing.
Right.
Which would mean that it's a bonus area?
Yeah. Or wait, no?
Oh my God, Joe. Why is the second bonus area bigger than the next level?
Is it really? I didn't even fucking see that.
It's more than a secret area. It's also got some lore. But you gotta obtain some keys to get inside.
Well, Donald, we gotta make sure we 100% this map. So go find those keys.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so Joe, we stopped the airship armada and saved the kingdom. Where are we now?
After stopping the invasion, the protagonist embarks on his journey to the Dark City. This is the first of 2 remaining areas that he must explore to reach the final destination. The Jungle of Illusions.
Really, Joe?
What?
You really had to go and rip off Mario World's Forest of Illusions?
Come on, Donald, it's different.
In design, maybe, but you gotta be careful with that, man. It's dangerous to rip off Nintendo's stuff.
True, but it isn't a blatant ripoff, so we're good.
Too bad I don't have
Too bad I don't have a cape feather to fly over this bullshit. Oh, you're so predictable, Donald.
Huh.
That's not funny. No need to be mean, Joe.
Be honest, that was a bit deserved.
No, Barry.
Okay, so at this point, you're now deep in the jungle. At the heart of it is a temple which is linked to a tunnel which will take you to the next level.
Cool, but first we gotta see this bonus area.
Right.
Let's see. Aha, found it.
Nice. Now you just need to find the keys.
Jesus. Ugh.
What's with all the noises?
It's another maze. Mazes, mazes, mazes. With this fucking map, I tell you.
Should I have made the Jungle of Illusions a linear path for you, Donald?
No, I just wish this map had more creative challenges.
At this point, I think he has a point, Joe. I mean, let's quickly run through everything we've been through.
Okay.
We got the first village.
Walkathon, barely even a level.
I mean, it was the prologue. It wasn't supposed to be flushed out.
Okay, I guess that's acceptable. Then the tower.
I'll be honest, so far that was my favorite level.
Really?
Yeah, it focused on platforming and the difficulty was reasonable for the first level.
And then Heaven's Labyrinth.
It was a bit of a bitch, but I'll concede that it was the first maze, so acceptable. Then there was the cave, which I'm sorry, but it really had no challenge. It was a long, lava-filled path that you could almost say was mere filler until the next level.
Right, the house.
So to explain my thought process while making it, the house was supposed to act as a midpoint for the game, a collage of all the previous challenges.
I guess I can get that, Joe, but still, it was kind of exhausting to go through. From a player's perspective, and I know you're tired of hearing this, you really needed to play test this map, because I just went through this whole forest and I can tell you that once again you forgot to add a key. And to quickly cover my feelings about the house, it was probably the 3rd best level so far, because you admittedly won me over with the last level's story. The only issue I have is that when you jumble all of the previous level's challenges into one place, immediately after I complete them, it tends to tire me out.
Man's dialing it back to give you good criticism, Joe.
I know, it's weird, but appreciate it.
No problem.
Wow, look at this place.
I know, Joe, what is all this?
This area pretty much shows off the religious background that the kingdom has. It's a sacred cavern that has old monuments from previous generations.
I'm noticing a lot of crosses here. Is this kingdom Catholic or perhaps a Christian nation?
Whatever you want, I didn't really put a lot of focus into it. Just know that they are people of faith.
Good to know, but holy shit, did you really need a place this big to get the message across?
I certainly thought so at the time. I'm happy to give a little tour. To start, we're in their old mining area.
Wow, Donald, you have access to a lot of ores here.
Yeah, I'm good.
Over here in this corner is the next bonus area. I have it loaded with a bunch of equipment and enchantment potions.
All right, let's see what we got.
Joe, this is very generous for a map that has little to no monsters.
I honestly anticipated the generals to pose a greater challenge, but it's okay, we actually have some cool monsters up ahead.
I'll believe it when I see it. That was 576 bottles of enchantment for all of you watching at home, by the way.
Seriously, what the hell do you have coming, Joe?
Again, it's not fun if I just tell you.
All right, I'm pretty fucking set, boys.
You really gonna swap the netherite sword for a golden one?
Yeah, it's got sharpness and knockback on it. It's not like there's any monsters to wear out, it's durability, so I should be fine.
What do we have here?
This is a little mini challenge for the player. Ender chests are great for holding on to important items, so I figured I'd put one at the end of it so you can rearrange your inventory.
Joe, why in the great mother of supreme fucks would I do that when there's an ender chest in the bonus area behind me?
I don't know.
All right, Joe.
So I assume we're about to enter the jungle's temple?
Yep. It's an old monument that was made for a long-deceased tribe of people who cared for the Holy Land. Once they were gone, the land grew, becoming the jungle it is today.
I'd like to point out that I didn't see a single jungle tree back there.
Mr. Technical over here.
The jungle juggernaut? Holy shit, Donald, that sounds like something good.
You have a point, Barry.
Well, you got to make sure you don't fall down that deep, dark hole. Rumors have noted that it is so deep that it brings you straight into the void itself.
Hey, I'll be fine. Okay, where's this juggernaut?
He guards the tunnel, which is below this area.
I wonder what the next area will be.
It's an interesting one, I'll tell you that much.
Hopefully it's bigger because this was by far the shortest level I've done. Where's the jungle juggernaut?
I don't know, didn't you spawn him?
I mean, yeah, that's how we knew of his existence, Joe.
Then fuck, I have no idea where he could have went.
Isn't this supposed to be a tunnel? Why is it out in the open?
Wait, hold on.
What is it?
I fucking heard something.
Oh, there he is.
What?
Seriously?
It's okay, let him come to you.
Are you... Joe, seriously?
He's pretty scary, huh?
Is this intentional?
Huh?
The jungle juggernaut. Juggernaut, Joe, is a cave spider. A fucking cave spider, Barry.
That's kind of funny, to be honest.
He's not supposed to be funny, he's terrifying.
I'll fucking show you terrifying. Where is that fucker?
Whoa, Donald, stop. You're breaking my map.
Damn it, Joe, I got all these fucking weapons. And the only fucker I see for miles wants to run away. Fuck that, I'm fighting. There you are.
Was it worth it, Donald?
No?
All right, well, anyway, after exiting the tunnel, you find yourself on the coast. Immediately, the protagonist sees something that has him in complete horror. The antagonist has created a creature that is powerful enough to absorb the entire ocean.
The ocean?
Really?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Well, Donald, it certainly beats any kind of beach view you get at Mar-a-Lago, huh?
Barry, don't even joke with me like that. Not funny.
So what is he doing?
You have to obtain boats from the seaside resort. The front desk receptionist tells you that they're in the attic.
Why the fuck would they keep boats in the attic of a seaside resort?
They just do, Donald.
To be honest, you could just swim through the water. It would be faster.
Barry, I could walk around this damn ocean if I really wanted to.
Well, are you?
No, because I know you'd say something.
Then just go back in and find the boats.
You see what I'm doing, don't you? Whoa.
That's a good find.
I know, the diamond hoe will prove to be a very useful tool.
No, you idiot. We're talking about the golden apples.
Oh, well, those two, I guess.
Is this another bonus area?
No, there's only 3. This isn't one of them.
Well, it's certainly loaded like it's one.
Good Lord. I just want a boat.
Well, you found him.
Yay.
With his vessel ready to go,
I'd hardly call it a vessel.
the protagonist prepares for a dangerous journey through the shrinking seas.
So I take it the large blobs of water we are looking at are supposed to be waves?
That's right, Obama. You guys ready for a thrill ride?
What's this place for?
It's a resort room that the protagonist can rent. Nothing important.
Okay, well, here we go.
Be careful, Donald.
Thank you, Barry. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Can I get a hug before I die?
No, Donald, I believe in you.
Oh my God, Barry, the boat. It's underwater. The waves are too much.
Don't worry, just punch the boat.
I'm doing it.
Good, now place it again and get back out there.
What if it happens again?
Then we persevere.
Oh boy. Oh no. Barry!
Swim! Swim, Donald!
Wait, I think I can save it.
No, it's too dangerous. By God, you did it.
Yes, I did. Now let's sail this fucker home. Shit.
Abandon ship.
Fuck, all right. Damn, that wave was crazy.
I can't believe you survived that.
What can I say? God is on my side, Barry. He will help me clear these accursed waters.
You're doing it.
Jesus, man.
Wow, Donald, you fucking cleared the sea.
Incredible, I know, Barry.
You guys are a couple of clowns, you know that?
Better to be that than the circus freak who made that quote-unquote ocean.
That was pretty funny, Donald.
Back at you, Barry. I'm glad we had the same joke in mind. So where are we, Joe?
An ancient ruin which has been taken over by the antagonist's army. Before entering the ruins, the protagonist notices the 2 rivers which seem to rapidly push water into the massive structure. That detail, along with the low but audible growls of an unknown beast, helped him discover that this was where the monster was located.
Watch it be a fucking silverfish.
No, Donald, this mob will be unlike anything you've seen before.
Really, did you actually put a custom mob in this map?
There's no fucking way he did that. This guy can barely work his way around a command block, let alone a fucking mod.
I guess we'll just wait and see, Donald.
Yeah, we'll see. The fuck is this?
A summoning circle. One of the antagonist's evokers put it together to summon the beast that awaits you.
Ominous.
Man, you got a lot of hype building around this thing. I won't lie, Joe, this is getting pretty exciting.
Good, I'm glad. This whole section is meant to build suspense.
At first, I wondered if it could be the Elder Guardian. But Joe said this was like a mob that we haven't seen before.
Correct. It is not from this game.
Then what's it from?
Walk down this next hallway to find out, Donald.
Uh-oh, it's time, Barry.
Go ahead, Donald. I'm ready for it.
Listen to him giggling like a schoolgirl, Barry. Look, regardless of whatever I see, I'm fucking ready for it thanks to Joe's generosity with weapons and armor. So bring it on. What do you got for me, Sleepy?
Behold, Donald, you are now face to face with the awesome power of perfect chaos. With the help of black magic, the antagonist had his evokers bring this great beast from the Sonic universe to fuck your shit. The only way to defeat him is to destroy his brain. But good luck getting there, for he has the entire power of the ocean on his side. Each strike is stronger than the strongest tsunami. Now tell me, Donald, you still laughing at this map? Donald? Donald?
Holy shit, Joe, you made him speechless.
It must be the terror. If I was in his position, I would be scared into silence as well.
I don't think that's it.
Nonsense.
So I'm sure Donald is about as curious as I am to know why you chose this as a boss.
I mean, look at him. When I think of the perfect water boss, of course I think of perfect chaos.
But you can't just take a boss from an existing franchise, Joe. That's the kind of shit you get sued for.
Oh, please, I'm the president. What are they gonna do?
And another thing, you gave us all these weapons, but the player can't use them against this kind of boss.
I mean, no, but haven't you seen those action movies where the hero gears up before going into battle?
Yes, and have you seen those action scenes in those same movies where they actually use them for battle?
Okay, you got me there. But this is a special boss. There is still more enemies to come.
Joe, we're reaching your map's conclusion. Even I don't really believe you when you say that anymore.
Well, that's unfortunate. But hey, it'll be all the better when you see what I got.
Oh, geez, this guy. Donald, are you still with us? Mm-hmm. How are you feeling? It looks like you beat perfect chaos. Are you ready to complete this level and take another break? Mm-hmm. Cool, then let's head to those doors. Good job, Donald.
You want to start using your words, Donald?
Joe, let me tell you how this is gonna go. I'm gonna get in my car and drive to McDonald's to get lunch. In that time, you're gonna sit there and formulate a fucking answer for why you thought what I just experienced was a good idea. Get to thinking.
Wow, he's really mad, huh?
Yeah.
Guess I better get my answer ready.
I gotta say, I was definitely not expecting that. This map is pushing our boys to the max, and I can't wait to see what Joe has in store in the epic conclusion. Are you guys ready? Then stay tuned because it's coming. Thank you all for watching. Can't wait to see you next time.